What is up, Nolan with Black Diamond Services? Today I got lots of tile to do, so let's take a look. So first off, starting with the countertops, because as you can see, I've already taped and draped around the cabinets throughout this kitchen area for this ceramic / also porcelain tile. So, and after that, I got all these floors. All of the floors throughout here. And throughout here, all this, we got more tile. Put my corner guards down as I'm doing this. More tile, tile, more tile. So, come in here. Excuse me, bending down here to put these corner guards down. And then, oh, that's right. Lights don't work at the moment. All right, so tile in here, and then also this travertine shower. It's not that bad, but there is a little bit of soap scum. So watch, I'll show you in a second. You can see the tips of my fingers. Sorry, not the best, but there's a little white there. So there's some soap scum on this. It's not terrible, but being that it's a stone, this is a rental. I did make the suggestion that we seal the stone, because it's not just the grout that needs to be protected in this situation. The whole stone is porous, so I will be cleaning it and sealing it. But on the floors, since it's just a grout, I will be only cleaning it. So they agreed upon that. That made sense to have the stone sealed because it's porous everywhere, so things can absorb into it easier. So it's best to have a layer of protection on it, so that way like water from using it and other stuff will bead off of the surface easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. It is quite a busy day, so I apologize if I don't get a whole lot of video on this, but I just wanted to kind of go over my day and show you guys what I am up against. I know the vast majority of you prefer to see carpet cleaning jobs, but unfortunately for those that want to see that, this is 100% tile. But I know some of you do like to see tile jobs, and so what I've already done obviously on this section is pre-treated the floor. Had a decent amount of dwell time, so it's pretty much just coming right off everywhere. Now, the client had told me that this had been cleaned before with Ajax, and they had the Ajax here that was used on a spot that she test cleaned for this before me starting, and it is Ajax with bleach. Now, for those just getting online, you know, there's a lot of YouTube videos of random people that have used bleach products or ammonia on tile and grout, and it looks like it's yielding great results. While one time it may seem that way, but bleach, ammonia, and vinegar, all those things can degrade your grout. Bleach will be more of a discoloration to the grout. Ammonia or vinegar will slowly degrade it and cause not only discoloration at some point, but it can weaken the grout, and bleach can too. Thus, down the road, eventually causing you problems. So, what I always suggest, and what I learned from other professionals when I was learning and starting out, is that you want to stick with a neutral pH cleaner at most, or steam mop, and then periodically have it professionally cleaned, so you can get the grout joints cleaned and resealed to protect your floor. And the reason being is, like I mentioned, acids, the bleach or ammonia can degrade your grout in some shape or form. But a neutral pH means it's around 7, which is, if it's 7 exactly, it's neither really alkaline or acidic. Below 7 is acidic, above 7 is alkaline. So if you use something too aggressive and your floor, as in alkaline, and your floor has been sealed, it's going to strip it off faster, like what I'm doing right now. So if this floor was sealed, I have an alkaline cleaner on here pulling the dirt, and it is going to take remaining sealer off. It's the same aspect if I had to strip a floor. Stripping agents are alkaline. So it has to be resealed if you want it to be resealed in order to protect it. Whereas if you need to use an acid in professional manner on the floor, you can, like around toilets, because if, let's say, you got young boys, or let's just say boys in general, and pee gets on the grout or the floor, it dries and becomes an alkaline salt. So now you got to use an acidic product to get it off. So that would be a case where you use it to help get that to pop off. Now, I don't use it every time I clean, because if you use a professional acid every single time, from what I've learned, is after you've alkaline cleaned it, if you use it, because the grout still looks kind of bad, the acid actually will take that thin little top layer off of the grout, revealing a fresh, brand new appearance from the grout. So therefore, it'll look great, right? Which that's okay, but in a professional manner, I wouldn't do it every single time. From what I've learned and in my area, how it reacts, grout will start to get weak, will start to eventually crumble, and then when you professionally clean it like this, it can very well come out. And that's usually the situation where I see uneven grout, where some is missing, or little undulations in the grout, where you got high points, low points, and so on and so forth. So I typically use this alkaline-based cleaner, and as you can tell, I'm getting great results just by using this. So I have no use in this situation, even around the toilet that I've done so far, to use an acid cleaner. But it's not to say that it can help, it's just I wouldn't use it in a non-professional manner, such as vinegar, so on and so forth. Because you don't want it to sit there for a long period of time, because that's when it can cause probably more issues. So your best choice, if you're a homeowner and you just want to maintain your floor, steam mop helps. It's just like kind of, I guess, a similar situation if you're cleaning your dishes before rinsing them off before you put them in your dishwasher. If you do it with hot water, it comes off quicker. So a steam mop is helpful, but it's not going to get everything always all the time, because it's basically a flat mop. you know, that's on the bottom of those, and it can only get a flat surface. So if you have pitted tiles, like travertine can be pitted sometimes if it's not got filler in it, or if you got textured tiles, that's another situation where those eventually will get dirty unless you're putting some muscle into it while you're flat mopping it to get all those valleys that are across it, that are a little higher up, a little lower, so on and so forth. So I hope this information has helped somebody and make this video a little more educational rather than just maybe a little entertaining to some. All the new people that are joining us on the Black Diamond Services YouTube channel, if you want just to see cleaning with no talking, occasionally I make those videos and I put them under a playlist and ASMR. So if you want that, that's where you want to go. If you want to learn something, I try and give out some information here and there when I'm at a job and there's something that I feel like it's useful to mention. And the only reason why I mention this is because we do have a house cleaning side to our business, and I'm in a house cleaners group for businesses, and all the time when the question gets asked, what should I use to clean tile? And I see more times than not people suggesting bleach, and it's not the best choice. It can cause damage. So I suggest, if you want to see what I'm talking about and read it somewhere, you can type in Google, does bleach damage my grout or damage grout, and see what it says. It'll give you a little information just like I talked about, just for clarification. And then you know, stick with the neutral pH stuff. I don't want you having your tile professionally cleaned and then basically throw your money out the window by putting something too aggressive on it and causing future damage, or strip off the sealer that the company may have applied for you. So I think outside of maybe a little bit more video, and I'll try and take some photos before and after of spots that I've done, a few of them here. That'll probably be just about it for this video, because I need to focus more on getting the job done. I'll be hitting all the sides here separately so I can get closer to these baseboards and get this house nice and clean for the people that are going to be moving in. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the video, if the information was useful to you, and how I can help in the next one. Give me your thoughts and suggestions on something you might want to see. And if it comes up in a job and I have the time, I will talk about it the best I can while I'm working on it. Because if I can help somebody, you know, that's great. I wish I got more information when I was learning than I was taught. Because one of the things I didn't even know it existed for a long time, because the company I work for didn't have them, is a CRB, believe it or not. I wish I would have known about those a long time ago, but I didn't learn about them until probably a year before I started my business. So I guess it would be six years ago, roughly, maybe a little bit more now. And they've been around longer than that. It's just, even after being IRCRC trained, they didn't even mention it in that, which I believe it got taken out specifically for our company that I worked for needs, which is unfortunate if that's the case. But I know CRBs are older than 6 years old. But yeah, my work has gotten better and easier tenfold because of using a CRB. And even in bad situations on tile, if it's really hammered on top of the tile and on top of the grout, I'll run the CRB over this too for some pre-agitation. So always be looking out, researching what you're looking for, what you want, what your cleaning needs are. Because sometimes, carpet-wise, a pre-spray and a rinse isn't enough to cut it. Or some are out there, from what I've been told by some past clients, is some companies are in and out in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, because all they did was rinse the carpet out. And you got to use the right chemistry to get things to clean up. So do your research, see what works best. But outside of that, thanks again so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful day. One last little thing, because I just discovered this. You want to know how, if your tile is loose, the difference in sound. That's normal. That's not. So this tile here underneath is a little loose, so that's why it sounds more hollow than elsewhere.